Hello, welcome to CKE 10,000 Gaming Channel. In this video, we'll be looking at my JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, kind of blue-yellow with a bit of red deck profile featuring the Jolyne finisher, Connected Hope. It's going to be a 6-choice 2 gate build. So first we'll look at the level 0s. I'm running 3 copies of To Save Her Father, Jolyne, Stone Ocean Brainstormer. It's a salvage brainstormer with a 1k pump effect if you have experience 3 or higher. I'm running 3 copies of the Jolyne Ricky, Limitless Fighting Spirit. Jolyne, on play, pay 1, put a card from your hand into your clock, look at top 6 to add 2 characters. Running 3 copies of the Strongest Power Ever Deal Ricky, on reverse. Put the top card of your deck into your clock, mill 2, and then salvage level X. Rank 3 copies of the 2 discs PS. On play, you choose one of your opponent's characters and up to 1 trait of that character. All markers underneath that character get removed and they lose that 1 trait until end of turn. And then the second effect is on play, discard a card, salvage level X, where X equals to the card revealed. It's a Rico effect. Then 5 level 0 1-ofs. Let me pick these up. 1 copy of Untrusted Hope Emporio. At the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, you can discard a card. If you do, choose this and one of your other characters and put both of them into your memory. Then at the beginning of your next draw phase, put those characters from memory onto separate positions of your stage. Has an act. Rest this. If you have another character of experience, you can choose 1 card in your level and 1 card in your waiting room and exchange them. 1 copy of Mista. On play, you can put a card from your hand into your stock, and on play it gets 1500 power. Favorite Cherry Kakuin. On play, you can look at top 2 to rearrange, and second effect is pay 1, pitch a card, salvage character, and choose one of your other characters to get 1000 power. Will to Fight Jolyne, which is your climax swapper. And Set Elyses, which is on play you may mill 3, and then Helmet effect for the second one, second effect. Running 2 copies of Rekiel and SG. When you place a climax, you can choose one of your characters to get 2000 power until the turn, and a second effect is act, rest this card to choose one of your opponent's characters in the center stage to minus 3k power. 1 copy of the Overdrive Joseph backup, which is powers up by 2k and has like a leaf counter effect. 4 copies of the level 1 combo, Father Pucci and PS. If all your characters are stand users, this gets 2000 power continuous, and has a climax combo at the end of this card's attack if Pursuit of Heaven is in your climax area. And you have 2 or more other characters, look at 2 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 2 cards from all of them, put them on top of your deck in any order, put the rest into your waiting room, and then reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a character, you add it to your hand. And 4 1-ofs at level 2. We have a memory backup, JoJo. Early play punish backup, Jolyne. Darby Elder and Osiris. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, wager your soul in a game. It has an act effect, which is rest, choose one of your other characters and put into stock. The wager your soul in a game replay effect is all players choose one of your characters and put the top card of their decks into their waiting room. If the level of the card put into your waiting room by this effect is lower than the level of the card put in your opponent's waiting room by this effect, put the character you chose into the waiting room. Otherwise, your opponent puts the character they chose into their waiting room. And then I'm running 1 copy of Plundering Memories PS. This card gets plus 2500 power for each other stand or stand user character in the backstage, continuous, and has a climax combo. When Battle of the Disc is placed on your climax area, if this card is in your center stage, this card gets plus 1000 power and the following ability until the end of your opponent's next turn. All of your opponent's characters in all their zones lose all their card names and do not get any card names. So it's funny when a specific card is required to be on the board to get an effect, or if they try to resonate, anything that requires card names. It's funny to get rid of. Then running 2 copies of the early play Dio, Refresh Dio. If your opponent has level 3, you can early play this. If you have 2 or more characters, this gets 2500 power and hand encore. And when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can heal 1. And 3 copies of Weather Forecast early play. If you have 4 more characters, you can early play this. Gets 500 for each of your other characters and has experience 6. On play, you can draw 2, choose 1 card in your hand and put in your stock. focus on that better. There you go. 1 copy of Soul's Will Bucciarati, an early play that heals, and you know, during your opponent's turn, when this card becomes reversed, you can discard a card. If you do, rest it, and then at the beginning of your next encore step, put it into your waiting room. So you can come back for 1 turn. Then I'm running 1 Miraculous Meeting. On play, your opponent chooses 1 collector in the waiting room and returns all cards from the waiting room to their deck except for that 1 card. And then a second effect on play, you can level down your opponent's character. And then 1 copy of Overwhelming Force of Will, Jolyne. All your characters in front of this card get 2,000 power, and when this card is placed on stage, you can pay 1. If you do, choose a Connect to Hope Jolyne in your waiting room and put it on any position of your stage, and has experience 6. You may choose 1 character in your opponent's waiting room and put it on an open position of their stage. And 2 copies of the level 3 event, To Protect His Daughter. If you have 5 or more characters, choose 1 character in battle, and that character gets the following ability until end of turn. Continuous, this card cannot deal damage to a player, and choose 1 of your characters, and that character gets plus 3,000 power until end of turn. And for the finisher, which is the Jolyne, Connected Hope Jolyne, I'm running 4 copies. Has first effect, Continuous. If you have 3 or more other characters, this card gets plus 2,000 power, so it's 11k. And when this card is placed on stage from your hand or by the auto effect of Overwhelming Force of Will, Jolyne, and Stone Ocean, you may put the top card of your clock into your waiting room. And the Climax combo experience, at the end of this card's attack, if Will that connects Hope is in your Climax area and the total level cards in your level is 6 or higher, you can pay 1, pitch 2. If you do, deal 4 damage to your opponent, and if the character facing this is reversed, deal 1 damage to your opponent. And then the last 8 cards are the Climax cards. I'm running 4 copies of Pursuit of Heaven, which is your level 1 combo. 2 copies of Battle for the Disc, which is for your level 2 combo. And the last 2 cards are the 2 copies of Will that connects Hope, which is for your level 3 combo. So I'm debating on increasing this count to 3, and then reducing this to 1. So that might be a good thing to try out as well. But anyways, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.